Good morning. No. One more. Good morning, all of you. Thank you all. Thank you all making this 13th edition of nasscom GCC Conclave memorable one. Before I invite the three speakers going to show and tell, made in India for the world product for the global market, I'd love to take you through what all of you have together created for us in the economy. Beginning with, about a few years back, when we started this journey of GCC, there was an existential crisis. What do we stand for? Whom do we stand for? There were naysayers all over saying that GCC model is not a sustainable model. Cut through to the last 6 months, what are people saying? This is what the media's clipping has been about all of you. Every media, the last 6 months, every month has carried an article saying that GCCs are the power stave for Indian tech business. Congratulations to all of you. Give a big round of applause to all of you. This is all because of you and complete. Just one second. Sindhu, come in the front, please. Or the GCC. And so much so, the economists are now saying, if India has to cross through this possible crisis of recession this year, it is this model of GCC is going to see this through. Why am I saying this? Why am I saying this is, you are the mainstay for this. This reflective on the number that speak for itself. This is as on March 31st, 2023. Together, we have clocked in $46 billion of export revenue from India. Together, all of you contribute about 1.66 million people. As is usual, there is an increase in number of women people. It's to 40% now. 40% of 1.6 million people are all women, and gender diversity and other diversity included. The key thing to note in the last 18 months ago, right? All of this is happening. There's a huge surge which is happening in the GCC momentum. You will get an article which is published by Bloomberg next week. They're saying, what is changing in India? And I was with another investor company, they are wanting to check what's changing in India. What is changing in GCC model? Why the surge? Then increased interest. The trend, what we are saying, this capturing this big change, is that in the past, Fortune 100, Fortune 500, Fortune 1000, Fortune 2000 companies, they were experimenting a GCC model. Today, anybody and everybody who has got a digital transformation challenge is looking at India as a shore to get things done. Again, as I said, this wouldn't have been possible for all the 175 GCC leaders who are present in this room. Thank you so much again. But having said that, we have several challenges ahead. Some of the challenges are, there's an increased expectation. There was a survey that BCG did, interviewing about 600 to 700 American enterprises in US on their experiences with GBS centers in the world. Only 49% of the leaders interviewed said they derive value from the GBS centers, right? That's not a good news. While 51% say they derive, there is still a 51% say they don't derive. We have a huge opportunity with an increase in expectation. What is that increase in expectation? I'll explain to you in 30 seconds from now. And second is, along with Zinov, nasscom did a survey, landscape survey about 120 product engineering innovation companies in India. There again, the data is consistent. Only 49% of the total GCCs surveyed in product engineering had either a portfolio hub or a transformation hub. 51% are still lagging behind. I'm not saying that it's wrong, but there is an opportunity for us. There's increasing expectation taking place. The single largest reason why everyone says expectation is high from India or what could India do is all around leadership. But all of us have done brilliant job in delivery execution all these years. What is now looking at is leadership is key. Leadership equity is important in our mind. We'll be discussing in the panel separately on this. When I say leadership equity, I was with a senior GCC enterprise, the globally was setting up their entity in India. I said, why do you come here? He says, I'm not coming here for cost, which is important. I'm not here for scalable talent, which I know is available. I'm looking for next leaders for my enterprise coming from this country. Expectation on leadership, either in terms of digital transformation leadership that all of you have demonstrated phenomenally well, is completely gone up. So I would urge each one of you, in whatever form, we at nasscom are also working on that to create the environment for leadership. It could be, again, for me, the leadership is built around leadership equity. Are our leaders on par? I'm wrong to ask this question. Can we sustain the same power when the whole model is going into and distributed teams across the world? When they come in, there are several traits expected in a global leader. We'll be discussing it, as I said, in the next session. Look at it, what needs to be done is important. And last but not least in the slide, in the product engineering space, our ability to take more risk, more ownership is again holding, we continue being the leader of the pack for the next 5 years. We are there as a momentum. As I said, today, all of you put together made India earn 45% of the total market share of the GCC model in the world is here. India is home to close about 1,600 unique GCCs. On an average, each of you have 2 each. The total number of GCCs in the country is approximately 2,800. Phenomenal, isn't it? Let's just keep up the momentum and see what is required to be done. Keep this going, and with more and more leadership, more product ownership, and more cultural integrity, more belongingness, and more identity. This is exactly my last slide, what all of you should perhaps practice in terms of, this is based on the survey we did, close about 400, 500 GCCs in the country. What are the 5 things that is going to make you successful as you embark on the GCC journey for the future? I've talked about more. Key thing for me is building up belongingness. Because there are several GCCs in India, which I know many of you are present in this room, are the digital partner for your parent enterprises. The leadership is sitting here. Teams are distributed in multiple locations. Or perhaps the leaders are sitting there. The teams are located in this part of the world. How do we create a cultural identity? How do we create a belongingness? How do you ensure what needs to be done is what it is taking place? So all in all, fantastic time to celebrate. We are moving this 13th edition of GCC Conclave, celebrating the innovation made from India for the world. And what a best way to start to get 3 of my illustrious speakers on the panel today will be demonstrating the product and innovation that has happened from India for the world. First on the pit stop is Collins Aerospace. Collins Aerospace is a Raytheon technology company with 3,000 plus engineers. They have developed the next generation technology, Viper. You may say, what is there in Viper? You will see Viper. More than generation of the development of Viper, the great news is this team of 3,000 plus people today design, manufacture, product manage, service the entire product for Collins Aerospace, meant for aerospace and defense segment from India. Let's give a big round of applause to the Collins team, please, are present here. Let's play the video, please. That's Collins from India, right? Please join me in welcoming Savya Srinivas, Executive Director and Head of Engineering for Collins Aerospace and Defense in India. Savya. Let's give a big round of applause for Kavin. That man who led the team to deliver the next generation advanced technology wiper from India. Windshield wiper, AI-enabled wiper from India. Savya, welcome.
Thank you, KSV. Good morning, all of you. Pleasure being here.
So this was launched 1 year, you have 4 customers and 30 patents. Just tell us the story, how did it happen?
So I just want to give you a little bit of a brief background. Collins Aerospace has been in India for the last 25 years. So we are in aerospace and defense, and we've been making in India Atmanirbhar Bharat even before it was really a thing. So 25 years we've been actually manufacturing aerospace components in India, and not many people know about that. Specifically to this product, let me rewind a couple of years ago. This was a product that was a legacy product in the US. We were seeing increased competition for this product. We were losing market share, and the product was just not keeping up in terms of technology. So a strategic decision was made. Let's move it to India. With the manufacturing wherewithal and the engineering capability, we took over this product. And today, fast forward, over 50%, like you said in the video you saw, of the market share belongs to this product. And this product not only supports just the commercial segment that you just watched on the video, we also support military, including helicopters, and we also support business aviation. So it's got all segments covered. And in addition to owning 90% of the product, what the team has done is brought in a significant amount of innovation. So some of the things that you may have seen in the video is it's completely composite material now. The design has been updated completely to reduce drag and weight. It's a completely intelligent system. And the list just goes on, KSV. But I also want to say that you brought up the fact about manufacturing. We have localized all our supply chain, right? So a significant part of the product is now developed in India, which makes it not just a design and manufactured to print, but even completely sourced in India. So it's a fully make in India product from our perspective. The last couple of things that I want to add is, any aerospace product before we put on a plane goes through rigorous amount of testing and certification and airworthiness checks. All these are done in our labs in India. Not only that, one more thing to add is we also do the entire program management and bids and pursuits from India as well.
Let's have a look at the product.
Yeah, let's take a look at the demo.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a product developed from India. Innovated in India, created in India, manufactured in India, deployed across the world with 30 patents and 4 customers within 12 months of its launch. Savya, you have done a great job in marrying and hardware and software from India. But what did you do to earn the trust of your parent enterprise to entrust this project to you? There are several countries, naysayers, and how did you earn the trust?
So, KS, we just want to, again, if you zoom into the product, you may all think, what's in a Viper? I showed you that in a video. My friend Manu is going to come up and he's going to talk about fancy things about an entire car. So why are we talking about a Viper here? What's so special? While the functionality is very simple, it's an electromechanical device. There is every discipline that you can think of that it touches, right? So our engineers actually put 30 plus patents in this product in just 1 year. And I can tell you that is sort of a kind of a demonstration of the importance that we give innovation and the fact that it's become part of our DNA. Today, all the products that we work on, there's a significant amount of innovation content that's happening from India. And that is key to why this product is where it is. Our customers are excited about all the innovation coming from India, and we are on the forefront of bringing in more technological revolutions in all aerospace and defense products coming from Collins.
That raises an interesting question. The India tech power is very well known globally. GCC have also successfully modeled the India tech capability story. We know the R&D centers capabilities in India. Despite those challenges, how did you patent 30 patents in the country with the existing R&D ecosystem?
No, great question, KSV. So 30 plus patents over the last couple of years on one product. I can tell you, just over the last few years, our team in India has generated over 500 plus patents for the company. So it's So this is something that I feel is now core to, like I said, our DNA. We would like to believe that we have created an ecosystem that nurtures innovation and sort of pushes the frontiers in terms of bringing more capability, for the world, from India. I just want to kind of, highlight a couple of things. Today, we do a significant amount of technology work, not only for this Viper, but across our products. From India, there's a lot of low TRL, technological readiness level work that happens from basic sciences to all the way to productionizing. A lot of support comes from our offices in India. And lastly, I would want to say about the passion and dedication of our employees. Right? This is the hunger to take on something, a legacy product like this, and to want to make it world class, want to make it better. I think that's the most important part of driving that innovation and R&D from a company like ours.
What next?
The list is very exhaustive, honestly, KSV. But I think we want to continue on this journey. We want to own more and more products from India. If you come to our office, you will actually see a huge engine sitting right in front of our campus. The idea is, eventually, hopefully, we will have an engine completely manufactured in India with our sister concern, Pratt & Whitney. But that's a desire that we have. But honestly, we want to be at the forefront of solving problems, especially in the aerospace and defense world, especially related to products, making it more AI-enabled, making it more connected, making it more sustainable. And last but not least, I know a lot of people have flown in here, make it safer. So that's the desire from our company here.
Thank you, Savya. That was great. Let's give a big round of hand to Colin's team and Savya, the man led it. Thank you, and more powers be with you. So this shows how AI-enabled technology is worked from India to the world market. The next company I'm going to call you is again special. 25 years young in India, started off with one room office to start with what could do innovation. Today, own about 1/3 of the total innovation for the parent enterprises. My pleasure to introduce Adobe. Adobe is a company has got several products to their credit. As I said, 1/3 of innovation happens from India, perhaps 100 in patents every year, close to about 7,000 people creating the magic in products in terms of AI algorithm, look and feel, to give the fantastic digital experience for every consumer in the world. Miles away, understanding the young and the old, creating a digital experience is a team from Automotive. Let's have the video, please.
Watch out, I'm on a roll now. I got that rhythm beating from my head to toes now. Spotlight, I'm shining so bright. I got that electricity all up in my vibe. I got that sunny day with lemonade. I'm gonna level up, I set the pace. I do it freestyling on my way. And I do it how I do it, and that's just how I do it.
May I request your big hand of applause to welcome Pratibha Mahapatra, Managing Director of Adobe India. Pratibha, welcome. So 25 years of innovation, continuing, staying strong. How do you manage, continue the innovations?
Thank you, KSV. And let me start by saying a very, very hearty welcome and super proud to be here in front of you. So regarding innovation, I think Adobe's simple and enduring philosophy stays with us all these years. First, innovation is core to the DNA. Second, our employees are our biggest assets. And third, our customers, stakeholders, and community really drives us to where we want to go. We call it looking ahead and planting the flag. So that's what innovation is all about. And we've had several seminal moments, starting with creating the desktop publishing industry with PostScript, changing the entire paradigm of photography and creative expression through product like Photoshop, launching digital documents are all about, PDF, which is omnipresent. So these are some of the product innovations. But we've had fantastic business model innovations. Software as a service, SaaS is what we brought onto the table. creating an entire product category in marketing stack, as we call it, MarTech. That's an innovation. And it just continues today, giving fantastic personalized digital experiences through what we call the experience platform is an innovation. Pumping in all the customer touchpoint data and creating what we call the real-time customer data platform is another innovation. So it just continues. It's in our DNA, and planting the flag is what we expect everyone to do.
And the latest product line, which came from Adobe India for the global market, is a hot-selling product, Firefly, right? Let's have a video of Firefly, please, which has been developed in India, created in India, along with the team from India for the global market, the sure shot success. No reason why it's not success. Let's see the video to understand that. AI-powered, AI-enabled look and feel.
When I get to the crag, I'm putting on my shoes. When I get to the crag, I'm putting on my shoes, I'm popping up, and then I'm excited to get on the wall, but when I get on the wall, I'm
Let's give a big round of applause for the product from India for the world. Tell me, Prativa, how much of India in Firefly?
Okay, Firefly, first of all, I hope many of you are using it. The beta version is there, and any of you who have the creative mind, and I'll talk about creativity for all, which is one of our passion, but please use it if you haven't yet. Now, Adobe Firefly, like any other, of course, Gen AI, it's infused with generative AI. You actually say what you want it to do, and it'll do. And KSV, in your earlier charts, you talked about what are the challenges for GCCs in India. I think number 4 was Gen AI skills.
Yeah.
Now, for us, in Adobe in India, we have a host of Gen AI skills in India, and that's why...
Don't announce it. A lot of people waiting for such skills.
So that's why our global really trusts and believes in our capability center. Now, Firefly Gen AI, it's infused into video, as you saw. It's infused into photographs and images. It's infused into free drawings, which happens through our products like Illustrator and InDesign. And it's infused into documents. So any of these form factors, you can ask the system to do something, and it will do for you. So broadly, that's the technology. Among these, if I take the Illustrator InDesign piece of work, right? Again, Gen AI, all of you know, is you teach the machines, AI ML models, large language models, as we call it. So you need experts who know how to build these business models, who know how to prompt, and many of you must be doing something called prompt engineering. That is supposed to be the biggest skill in town. How best you can ask questions is a skill. So if you are not yet, get a lot of prompt engineers into your team. So the Illustrator of freehand design, InDesign, that entire capability suite is built out of India.
Fantastic.
So our engineers are constantly teaching it so that as you draw half of it and just tell it to complete it. It'll just complete for you. So that's what the core engine, so that's about 1/3 of this product as we talk, and it's just the beginning. The next level of Firefly integrated into the products, like Photoshop was announced last week, and you will see more of this announcement coming in, and our teams are completely embedded, working alongside, and we have close to 8,000 people here. That's what they're doing.
As I was asking Savia, what next for you?
Yeah, I mean, you talked about Adobe. Our core statement is changing the world through digital experiences, and creativity for all is what we believe in. And what I mean by that, technologies are such that we want everyone to become a creator. So there are products like Adobe Express, which we are building, again, a lot of it out of Noida, where a lot of tasks-based creativity activities, building a logo, creating a flyer, doing all this stuff, can happen, and I think all of you can do it. Just click of a button. So those kind of technologies to make a creator out of everyone. Second, technologies around taking base design technologies into other emerging technologies, like Gen AI, of course, we saw, but we have technologies like metaverse, 3D. How do you take it into those
And those
development?
capabilities are getting built from
Lot
India
of
for
it,
the
lot
world.
of it, exactly. So
Fantastic.
those are different technologies, and again, there is a lot of stuff around digital experiences on the cloud. And finally, a lot of this digital work today is in silos. Somebody creates, somebody updates, somebody gives it to the marketing agencies, it comes back, a lot of silo. So we are doing a lot of work around integrating of all of that stuff
Fantastic.
through workflows and collaboration. So you'll see more of that, and a lot of it being driven out of here.
Let's give a big round of applause to one thing.
Thank you.
People, their design experience from digital experience in India is something we've been longing for. Here is an example from Adobe. Thank you so much for continuing
Thank you so much.
From
Thank
them.
you.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
Last but not the least, the segment of innovation is happening in the field of automobile. All of us think we drive an automobile, but the creators of automobile, they think they're creating personal space for you with 4 wheels, right? Advance of the cabin technology that's coming in, completely transforming. Electric vehicle is also transforming the way software provides a competitive advantage for the people. Availability of 5G is improving the cloud activity, necessitating a need for integrated automobile segment, which improves productivity and connectivity through software and innovation. Leading this initiative is an effort made by Mercedes-Benz to create an operating system, Mercedes-Benz operating system, that provides a framework leveraging AI and IoT technologies that will interconnect various components of automobile to give a seamless experience as a connected vehicle. Leading all of this is Mercedes-Benz, a team of 8,000 plus. Let's have a video, please.
Sea, air. This is the story of our three-pointed star. It once started with a vision to be a pioneer of mobility on land, sea, and air. Today, we unite with the elements at our core. To land, we commit. Building our passenger cars with 40% recycled materials by 2030. The sea moves us. For instance, by repurposing waste such as old fishing nets. By the air, we are inspired. We will be ready to go all electric by 2030. Land, sea, air. It has always been more than a star. It's a sign of new times.
Please join me in welcoming Manu Saleh, Managing Director of Mercedes-Benz, to come on the stage. Manu. Big round of applause, please. The entire technology of NBOS is created so much so, he had the honor of hosting his CEO just about 3 months back. And CEO has gone on record thereafter to say he's so proud every Mercedes-Benz car in the world is touched by an Indian. That's the magic this team has created. Welcome to the show, Manu.
Thank you.
How did it all happen? What made you chief to make the statement?
Thank you. Good morning, first of all, and welcome to the conclave. So happy to be here with Savya and Pratibha, especially showcasing some innovation to all of you. I'm going to stand close to KSV, not only for the camera. It's been really quite, let's say, an inspiration within the GCC circle from nasscom for a long time, and a lot of prep gone into the event. So great, KSV. You've started really well today, right? So the question, I think most GCCs here in the room are probably following their maturity curve over the years. You start off somewhere, but soon, as you heard from the opening speech and some of the PowerPoint that you saw, you wanting to grow up the value curve, and innovation plays a very big role in what we want to showcase. Innovation plays a big role in the kind of opportunity that you want to seize in the global scheme of things, and I'm sure a lot of nodding heads here completely agree that that's a difficult journey, but it's a very interesting journey and a journey that India truly deserves, Indian R&D truly deserves. We got some stuff. I think AI is the flavor of the season. You saw both demos and talk about AI. I'm just challenged by AI in very different ways. Simple, because we are on the road, and connectivity comes at a premium, so we are on the edge, if you know what I mean. So it's all AI on the edge. There's hardly any connect, despite the 5G claims that are going around right now. You could be passing through different zones, and therefore connectivity is premium. And everything that we need to do with AI has to be done on the edge within the car. So we're talking technologies out of India, AI, neural networks, especially tiny neural networks that you squeeze in somehow within the available compute capacity. And we have something to show today.
Let's look at the demo.
So we say flesh and blood, the car is close to us. We brought the car along. I know you can't all step out right now, so the camera crew is friendly to open the doors for us, please. There's a stunning new S-Class that's standing right outside the door. That's also, by the way, proudly manufactured in India at our plant in Pune. It's coded the S223, and the 223 is loaded with a lot of AI features. As I'm speaking, I have a colleague who's sitting inside the car as well. And we're going to showcase some things that AI has actually done in the car. I'd love to bring it inside. Unfortunately, the door is just too small for an S-Class to come in. And Sindhu decided, Sindhu, you have a checkbook with you, do you? As you walk past, thank you very much. We're going to see some of the features there. So on my cue, they're actually going to open the door of the car. And when they do that, I want you to focus on the seat, the co-pilot seat, if you can do that for me. Thank you. Can you please open the door of the car for me? Perfect. If you're noticing how the seat is going back, allowing what we call as a auto comfort entry, the ingress into the car itself. And if you think, yeah, that's just a software feature, we just need to realize if there's a bag, if there's a phone, if there's somebody sitting on the seat at all, and if there's nobody, just make it easy for you to get in. So the camera in the car right now is looking at the seat position. You can leave your mobile phone there, it doesn't matter. You can leave some sheets of paper on a bag, but if there's a person sitting, it doesn't move because it's already adjusted to someone. If there's none, the seat just moves back, allowing you to just get in. We're going to talk about the comfort and the intuitiveness, capture that keyword for me, and AI intuitiveness that's built into the car. Vijay, you're on screen. You want to say hello to our colleagues? IPL season is difficult to say you're on screen. Don't wave out and out now. Great. Vijay is a colleague who's actually developed a lot of these things. The next natural thing that you do in a car sometimes is to just reach out to your seat. So I'm going to ask Vijay to reach out, and if you can see what happens to the lights. If you focus on his hand, where his palm is, the lights come on and go off, automatically detecting your hand. Now you can have a gloved hand, you can have hand with bangles, fancy watches, different shapes, different nationalities. Doesn't really matter. You reach out to the seat, to the glove compartment, and the lights come on because it knows that you're looking for something. You would have reached out for the switches anyway. You don't need to because AI takes over. We'll stay with the lights because Vijay is going to tap on the lights on the front, because if you want to read something at all, you just do that. The lights come on. You don't look for the switches anymore in the S-Class. You just make it very intuitive. Some more people with their checkbooks ready right now. I'm just mindful of the conclave we are in. So let's talk about tech. Each of these things require millions of images, KSV, to compute, right? You're just collecting from continents around the world, streaming it all to India in a big pipeline and arranging the AI, finally, of course, squeezing it into a tiny network to put it inside. So he keeps on doing that, and you can see that use case as well. Great. With that, we have another very interesting use case which you do as a driver, which is to open the sunroof. I mean, you got a beautiful sunroof, you want to open it, you hardly reach out for the switch, you just wave. The royal wave just opens the sunroof for you, closes it as you want. And these are the 4 demos on the front seat we can show as the camera crew is just getting ready with a new position. KSV, we're going to talk about the kind of computer vision-based competence that we've built out of the setup here, right? These are engineers who are good with computer vision and artificial intelligence, embedded AI, if you may call that. And India is damn good doing that. We have some more use cases within the car. One of the classic things you do in a car as they beam up the car with a new position is to also kind of sit as a driver, and when you engage the reverse gear to either park a car and take it out somewhere, just natural. By the way, we have an award-winning image stitched there, 5-star rating when you do a reverse, but still you tend to look back and see what happens when you look back. The sun filter just goes down. It says, it's up, it's a privacy filter of sorts. We detect head position accurately, and when they turn back, sun filter is just going down, making it even more comfortable for you. Thank you so much. They're going to take a new position there again. As we're doing that, we'll talk about auto-grade AI that really has to come in. When you're talking automotive-grade AI, you can't get it right just 8 out of 10 times. You need to get it 9.9 out of 10 times accurate. And I think that's the big challenge that was posed to us. I'm sure you want to know what did headquarters pose as a challenge. It's AI automotive grade plus getting it highly accurate. We're at the rear seat right now, and you see it in an awkward position. Somebody has left it with the leg rest really open. And as they open the door for me, it automatically knows that somebody needs to get in. It just retracts back. Again, easy ingress for Vijay to get into the car right now because somebody has left it in a position that is not comfortable. Vijay, if you can get into the car, the head restraint system at the back is the next big important thing for us. He just sits back in the car, and the head restraint system just automatically checks his neck and adjusts itself. Now, that's an important safety criteria for us. If you are getting into an unfortunate crash, you need the restraint systems properly set up, and the AI and the camera knows exactly where Vijay is sitting, and if one of you go there, it's a different height. It just arranges itself accordingly. One last demo, and the camera really has to go back again to its position. Of course, we are a company that's steeped in safety. Road safety is extremely important for us. Also take the stage and urge you all to get belted when you're in a car. Doesn't matter if you're in the front or the rear seat. And as you see there, when Vijay reaches out, ergonomically, he doesn't have to do anything. He just has to reach out. The belt extender just comes up for him. He can blindly just look for the extender, right? These are just about 8 use cases. Let's thank Vijay and the team for demoing this for us.
Let's give a big round of applause to the Mercedes team.
These are some use cases where we are building in intuitiveness. There's like 24 use cases already in the car today. And we're just talking comfort as a feature still. Safety is the next level of AI implementation that we are looking at, and all out of India for you.
Fantastic, Manu, fantastic. You know what, it gives me a thing. This calls for beyond techie capabilities, beyond AI capabilities, a lot of creativity, a lot of UI, UX capability, a lot of human-computer interface. How do you get that?
We need to be in a different mental space for that discussion, because eventually we need to move out. Doesn't matter how far you are from the customer, and many of you may know that we're still selling very little in India. Therefore, the customers are actually sitting somewhere else in the world. And to your question, Case, we need to think about the end customer out of India.
Fantastic.
That brings us the end-to-end discussion.
So, ladies and gentlemen, does this presentation deserve a big round of applause? If yes, clap.
I want to leave the stage with the line that is moving us right now. He said that when I was coming on stage some years ago. We were told there's a bit of India in every Mercedes, which was already giving us kicks. Right now, we are aiming to have a large part of Indian R&D out for every Mercedes, and that's giving us the passion to drive the innovation right now. Thank you so much for inviting us.
Thank you so much. So that was, ladies and gentlemen, 3 innovation. There are countless innovation happening from India. We chose aerospace and defense, and please listen, we launched an awards program, this time for GCC. The kind of innovation stories that have come made our jurors very tough to select. We'll be showcasing all the shortlisted cases in innovations from India. With this, thank you so much for your time. This is a new GCC you are creating. This is a GCC we all evolved with. This is new GCC we're aspiring for. What are we waiting for? Let's innovate, let's co-create, let's be successful in the years to come. Thank you all.
For more content on tech and leadership, subscribe to nasscom YouTube channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update.